Hey guys, so I was literally just about to take off my makeup and I remembered that I haven't filmed my intro yet. So this is what my face looks like after 7.5 hours of testing out the new L'Oreal Infallible stick foundation, and I did get the Shape It kit as well with the illuminizing primer and the highlighting stick and the little brush sponge thing as well. So if you'd like to see my thoughts and opinions on that, then please just keep on watching and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you do get notified anytime I upload another video. And let's just get started. So this is what the shaping kit looks like, and it comes with a primer, the highlight stick and the brush with a sponge on the end of it. It doesn't come with the foundation in it. You do need to buy the foundation separate, and I did buy it separate and then just put it in as well. So I'll just take everything out. So I did just take everything out, and this is what the primer looks like and the foundation. This is what the foundation looks like, and the highlighter. The packaging is really nice on these. I do really like them. That highlight looks nice as well. So I'll do a swatch of that for you. So it is very creamy and you can see it there. It did go on nice and smooth, and it does blend out nicely. It kind of blends out to like a subtle highlight. You can't really see it. So this is what the brush looks like. And what do you even do with these brushes? Do you wet them? Do you use them dry? I don't actually know. So I'm going to start off with using the Infallible Luminizer Primer, and I'm just going to just got that on my hand. This is how it came out, and that was just one pump of that primer. Well, I think I'm definitely going to be glowy today. So it feels quite oily. It does feel very soft. So that is it all applied to my skin, and it has made my face very shiny, and my hands feel very weird now. It feels like the slightest bit tacky. So now I'm going to go in with the foundation, and I have the shade 140 Natural Rose. Is it 140 or is it 140? So, and this is what the shade looks like. It does look, it might match me. So I'm just going to swipe this. Oh, how much of these do you even use? I've never used a stick foundation before, so I don't actually. Is that enough, or? Oh, I'm going to use my sponge to blend this out, and I'm going to try using this little sponge to blend out the highlight. It's not really blending out. I'm going to try using that brush that I used in my testing eBay makeup brushes, just to see if this will blend it out any better. It doesn't even feel that sticky. So it does. Looking up close with that one coat, it looks weird on my forehead, like it's not blending out nicely. I feel like this is going to like settle a lot into my smile lines. It has already started to set into them already, and it's not sticking to my nose. I'm going to try going in with cat hair on my face. I'm going to try going in with a couple of more swipes and use my sponge, to blend it out. Like, you can see the line of where I put it on my face, it's not blending out with the sponge. It has it blended out now that I've swiped it, but it's still not really sticking to my nose. So this is just a close-up of how it looks, and as you can see it is already starting to settle into my smile lines and cake up around the side of my nose, and foundations never really do that on me, and it is like sticking to my pores as well, and foundations don't normally do that on my skin either. It's the coverage is, I'd say, about light to medium. You might be able to build it up. I'll try going in with some more. I'm going to take this on my neck to blend it all in, because as you can see there is quite a bit of difference. So it does look slightly better now that it is blended down my neck and you can't really see the difference as much. I'm going to try using a little bit on my finger and just going to blend it over the top of these spots. They are heat spots, so they are very red at the moment, and it's the foundation has covered it really quite well. It's not really sticking to any of my dry patches either, but it is like making them more noticeable. I'm going to go in with the highlight now, and this is the Slate and Rose, and I'm just going to, should I swipe it? I'll try swiping it on this side and my nose, and then I'll try use my finger on the other side. So I'm just going to try this little sponge. It's very hard, and I feel like it's just picking up my foundation. It's not actually blending it out. So I'm just going to go in with my sponge to blend it out. So I don't know if you'll be able to see, because my face is so like shiny looking now, but it is just a very natural highlight. I'll show you on this side. Go in with my finger. So it looks better on this side where I applied it with my finger. I don't know if that's because of that sponge has lifted my foundation slightly, but it is a nice like natural highlight. So that is it all applied, and I'm just going to give you a close-up of how my skin is looking. As you can see, you can see my pores and that it has sunk into my smile lines, and I just find it really quite hard to blend out, but that could just be because I'm not used to using a stick foundation. It did feel very creamy when it was going onto my skin. So as you can see, it isn't really like my skin tone, but it doesn't look too dark, so it doesn't. It doesn't even feel like sticky on my face, but I do feel that if I was to go like this, then I'd just like wipe it away. Like, it does feel like on my skin, you can't really feel it, but it kind of feels oily at the same time. So I'm just going to go and finish doing the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back to show you how the foundation highlight and everything looks with my foundation all done. And it is currently 20 to 3, so it is. So I have just powdered and contoured and bronzed up my skin, and I thought I would just show you the highlight on my face before I went in with more highlight. As you can see, it is a very subtle highlight. You can't really see like the shine on anywhere else on my face anymore now that I have powdered. So I'm just going to go in with highlight now, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution HD Pro Contour palette. I'm just using the highlight out of this. So this is my makeup all done. I haven't done my eyeshadow or my eyelashes yet, mascara yet, because I'm going to film another video since my son is still sleeping. So I'll just give you a little close up of my face, and it has went a lot more, not matte, but it's not as shiny as what it was. It has kind of creased in my smile lines, and it has kind of went a little bit cakey around the side of my nose. It has covered everything nicely. It hasn't really covered this spot, and with me putting highlight on it, it has just made it more visible, but that was my fault. So the shade is slightly off. I've got something in my eye. So the shade is slightly a bit too dark, but it's not that bad. So it is now 3 o'clock, and I did put this on my face at 20 to 3. So I will do a couple of check-ins so that you can see like how it's wearing and everything, and I will try not let my son grab at my face, and I'll try not touch my face as much as possible because I am really bad for doing that. So I will see you in my next check-in. And just a quick wee side note, on my next check-in I will probably have a lot of eyeshadow on because I am just going to film a video on that, so I will look quite different. Hey guys, so it is now 20 past 10, so this foundation has been on my skin for about nearly 7.5 hours, and it is actually still looking okay. It has just sunk into my smile lines a little bit, but it done that earlier anyway. It's not really came off my nose as much. That's normally where the foundation comes off my nose as much, because I do normally touch it, but I haven't really been touching my nose that much today, so it hasn't really come off over there. It has slightly come off on my chin, but I have been sitting with my hand on my chin today. My highlight is still there, but I don't know if that's the cream highlight or if that's just the powder highlight that I put on. But overall it is still sitting on my face really nicely, and it hasn't actually sunk that much into the lines in my forehead or like right here. Like normally I sit like this quite a lot, so normally it sinks into the lines there a lot, but it hasn't actually sunk into them, so that is good. So overall I do really like the primer. It has made my face very nice and glowy, and I do like the foundation as well. It does feel very lightweight. It is a little bit tricky to blend out, but once you get the hang of it, it is a lot easier, and I do really like the finish of it as well. The highlighting stick, it's a very like soft highlight, and that's not really the highlights that I go for, but it is nice if that is something that you're wanting to try. just when I was applying it, I found that it was a lot easier and it blended out a lot better with applying it with your finger rather than just going in with the stick. And the little sponge that comes in the Shape It kit is just, it's not good at all. It didn't blend the highlight out at all, and it wouldn't have blended out the foundation either. So that is the finished video, and I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!